are several reasons why people join gangs. Some people join because they didn't have any guidance in their life. Others see their family members doing it, so it almost become a family tradition to stay out of. For example, one of my classmates felt pressure to gang bang because her whole family's involved. Many people rely on gang banging as their source of income since they have financial troubles. On my dad's side, my whole family gang bangs. My dad told me that selling drugs is the way the family get money. And it's in our blood, but he told me to go to school. He doesn't want me to be like other people. He wants me to be a role model and set goals for myself and help others out. There are people in my neighborhood that's out here that is scared to death to go outside because there is so much killing in Chicago. They can't even go on their front porch to play without risking to getting shot to death or beat to death. Some say Chicago is officially lying about homicide rates, claiming that they are dramatically decreasing, which is hard to believe. Last year, a deaf man was dropping his wife off at the train station. He got shot because someone thought that he was dropping a gang sign. He was saying "I love you" to his wife. The major of the murder is happening in the west side of Chicago and south side of Chicago. Some be started on social networks such as YouTube and Twitter. Those people who shoot people do not think about family members such as moms and dads or children. This is not an easy problem to fix. The community has to get together so that we as the new generation have a better life and neighborhood. The new generation sees the older generation, so they begin to follow each other's steps. They need to get a job, or go to school. So that we can have a better world. I think our community needs to work on making school more equal. If people have a good education, they will be able to find a decent job and will be less motivated to be on the streets and sell drugs.
In 2012, the number of homicides was over 500 in Chicago.
In 2013, the homicide rate had decreased a lot.
Some sources say officials are improperly calculating the murder rate since it went down dramatically. Most gang violence occur on the south and west side of Chicago. They feel like they have financial problems, so they join the gang. They also join because they have social problems. For example, some people feel that they cannot make it because there aren't any opportunities in their community. I still feel that people have a choice to be in a gang. I don't think that people should join gangs because there are extreme consequences. Just a month ago, there were shootings all over the city. In one weekend, there were 4 people killed and 35 wounded. The victims range in ages from 17 to 32. The shootings include the following neighborhoods: Logan Square, Austin, back of the Yards, and West Pulliam. One of the victims was killed right after attending an anti-violent event. It's not easy to deal with such a complicated problem. As a community, we need to improve our schools and make them equal by getting more education for teachers, increasing the number of community organizations that support neighborhoods on the south and west side of the city. For example, in the Little Village neighborhoods, a couple started a community program to keep children active off the streets in response to the problem of gang violence.
In 2012, there were over 500 homicides in Chicago. Last year, in 2013, the murder rate went down to 415. This was an 18% drop. There was a recent Chicago Magazine article about homicides.
They believe the police messed with the numbers. They changed how they counted homicide. I think they lied because it will make them look like heroes. Also, it makes Chicago look safer. Even if the numbers look better, violence is still a major problem in our city. One of the major problems that cause people to join gangs is that they are worrying about money. Most of these communities are on the south and west side. They are low income. Communities don't have opportunities for job training or programs for youth.
Some people in their communities also have family problems such as broken homes. In the documentary Chicagoland, the rapper Chance experienced the loss of his friend to gun violence. He is one of the many innocent youth that have been murdered for no reason on his part.
Chance decided to become active and speak out against violence through his music. I think Chicago should increase gun control. The lawmakers need to increase the criteria for being able to buy a gun.
I think there should be the same gun laws in every state.
This would make it easier to enforce the laws.
Robert Sandiford was a 11-year-old boy from a Chicago neighborhood called Roseland. He became known as Yummy, and his story made national headlines. Some think that he became a black disciple because he was neglected and mistreated by his parents. He was killed by his own gang because police pressure made it too hard to hide him. There are many reasons why people join gangs. Sometimes they join because they have a bad family life and want to have people that will look out for them. Another reason they join is because their parents are living in poverty and they have no chance of getting a decent job. In some cases, they can make money faster by selling drugs rather than working a minimum wage job. Others join gangs because there aren't a lot of social programs available for youth. In 2012, there were over 500 murders, but in 2013, there were 415 murders. The murder rate decreased by 18%. They changed how they counted the murder rates. I think Gary McCartney denies that the murder rate was false because he wanted people to feel safe in Chicago. I think the solution of any violence is to improve education because education is the most important thing. If you have more educated teachers who would teach you to make money a more positive way, you will see that the streets isn't a good option for you.